Hello everyone, this is the last video in this series. In this video, we discuss the final program. So, this program adds the functionality of data tables. So, for that, we import the library dt, okay, and we add a fluid row with a box of width 12 and data table, which is an output field, so dt output, and internal id as table. And we also add to this row, we also add a download button. The label is download filtered data. Internal ID is download. Okay, now focus on the width. So, width of the plots that we created in the previous program, those were 6 each, and this has the width 12. That means if your dashboard has enough horizontal space, then both the plots will occupy equal spaces. Okay, so equal halves of the available space will be used for both the plots, and the data table will take the entire width. So that is what the 12 signifies. Okay, so 12 will be assumed as the total width available, and half of those will be used for each of the plots. Okay, now in the server, just to revise, we have created a filtered data. When we created the two selection boxes or menus, basically, uh, once the user selects the region, sorry, so once the user selects the region and the category, then the data will be only those rows which contain or which have the same region as selected by the user. So region equal to this region is the column. So region equal to input dollar region selected by the user, and category in, we have used in operator because user may select multiple categories in input dollar category, and in those set of categories, if the category within the row is a member, if the category in the particular row is a member of the set of categories selected by the user, okay, and this is a and, okay, and the region is same as the region selected by the user. So if both the criteria are satisfied, then add that particular row to the filtered data. So once you have that filtered data, let's directly come to the data table part. Okay, all other parts of this program we have discussed in the previous programs. Okay, so everything else was a part of program 5. Okay, up to program 5. The new part in program 6 is this. Okay, so output dollar table render dt. Okay, output has this field called as dt output with the internal id as table. This is what we are populating or rendering over here. So render the data table in this particular output field, and the data table will be formed out of the filtered data. Filtered data will have all the columns. We are not pulling any column. Okay, so it will have all the columns, and it will have, it's a dynamic data table, so it will have the functionality to sort each column. It will have the functionality to search for a particular product or particular category within the table. So everything will be there. Okay, then we also create a download button. So output dollar download, as we have created a download button over here. As you can see over here, download button with the internal id download. So what happens over here, what action is associated? Download handler, firstly it will create a file, sorry, file name. Okay, it will create a file name. Okay, so file name equal to function empty anonymous function. Okay, it will create the empty parameter list. Okay, it's an anonymous function with empty parameter list. What we are doing simply over here is we are pasting the filtered data underscore system.date.csv. That means we are downloading the data table. We want to download the data table as another CSV file. What will be the name of that file? It will be filtered underscore data underscore the date timestamp, basically, at which you are downloading that table, and then .csv extension appended to it. Okay, that will be the file name. Another thing that the download handler does is it creates the content. So content equal to function file. Now this parameter file is automatically added by Shiny. Okay. What does this have? This has the temporary path, data path, where the file is stored. So basically what will happen when the user will click on the download button, first the file name will be created, okay, and then the content will be created. Now how, what will happen exactly in sequence? Firstly, an empty CSV file will be created. Empty file will be created somewhere in the memory, okay, which the end user or we as a programmers as well need not bother about. Internally, Shiny will create some temporary storage where it will create a file data structure. Okay, there it will be initially empty. Then it will write the filtered data in that temporary storage location or data structure that Shiny created internally. So the path of that is the file parameter. Okay, and then the user will be given a prompt, where exactly do you want to store it in the in your PC. So Windows Explorer, you know, will open up, and then the user can select exactly where the user wants to save this particular file, which will be named as filtered data underscore whatever date it is and .csv. Okay, so row dot names equal to false. If you don't write this, by default it is taken as true. So every row or every line will be numbered. So rows, header row will not get any number. Then there will be row 0, row 1, row 2, which we don't want in this case. So row dot names equal to false. Okay, we don't want row numbers to be assigned. Let's take a look at the output now. Okay, so I have already loaded the CSV file, and this initial part you must have already seen if you have followed all the videos. If you have seen the output of the previous program, you already know all these things. And this is the data table. Okay, you can sort by the order date, ascending or descending order. Okay, you can sort by region, you can sort by category, alphabetic or reverse alphabetic. Similarly, you can sort by product, although as you can see, because it's in lexicographic order, so product 1 will be followed by all the products like product 10, 13, 17, etc. So you sort it that way. Then you sort it by sales, you can sort it by profits, you can sort it by the quantity sold. Okay, and you can search for a particular, say, okay, so technology, all the rows which will have technology categories which will be shown. Okay, so there are 15 entries. You can see these technology entries. Okay, so it has all the functionalities, and you can download the filtered data, and it depends on whatever date it is, and I can save it. Okay, let's actually go ahead and save it. Let's say, and I'll open it and show it to you. Okay, so this is the filtered data, filtered basically only on region, because the only thing that we had selected that region was East. Similarly, we could have added or removed the categories, and it would have shown only those category products over here. Okay, so that's it for this video. That's it for this entire series. That was our final program. There is a lot more to explore in the Shiny web framework, and you can create a lot of interactive dashboards. I hope you can also use Shiny in Python as well. You can carry forward the concepts in Python as well. So I hope after watching this series, you also go ahead and actually create some interactive dashboards, some great dashboards. You can also publish those dashboards. So there is a hosting service provided by Shiny, shinyapps.io, which allows you to host your dashboard, and there is a free tier as well. um, if you want to add it to your online profile or data science profile, you can just create a dashboard to show off your data visualization skills, and yes, you can host it on shinyapps.io for limited number of clicks per month or whatever, but it's free. Okay, So thanks for watching.